What's up, Candy Keepers? Little Candy Gamer here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use Procreate. So I'm going to start off with this first tutorial, which will be about line art. As you can see, I have done partial bits of a Haxorus line art on my canvas at the moment. So yeah, this might be in parts when I teach you how to color and teach you how to do the line art and stuff. So the pen that I'm using now is just the technical pen, which comes in your standard brushes. That's under inking. I don't know how well you can see it on my screen because of my video camera quality, so bear with me. And there might just be bits of dead air where I'm not talking at all because I'm focusing on what I'm doing. So first of all, the way that I personally like to do it when I'm sketching in this program, because I'm not really like confident enough with sketching right into the program sometimes, I will load a sketch in with my photos. I drew on the wrong layer there, so that's why it's got a bit of pink over the top. So you can see it looks completely different to what I've got on my final layer. And that's just because I wanted to make the pose a more dynamic pose. So what I've done is I did the sketch in the program and then I just played around with it. I don't even know, so I've got the head here and the body here, and I've inserted a reference image for later for when I do the colors. So that's my whole thing there. So I sketched that in there, and then I'm doing the line art over the top to make it cleaner because my sketches are awful. So yeah, I guess I can give you some tips for how I personally do my line art. There's no wrong or right way, and you'll probably most likely find your own way to do it anyway. And so I'm just pinching to zoom in there, and I press, oh hang on, I'm not on the line art layer, that would help. So I got my technical pen selected, my black color ink, and I'm ready to go in there. So you can make a straight line or a curved line if you just hold the pen, and if you see up here it says edit shape, you can then change the size of the line there as well if you'd like, if you don't get it right on the first go. So the way that I like to do it is kind of thick lines around the edges, and then the inner stuff I kind of press a lot lighter. So for these kind of lines here, I'd press like really lightly, and you can get a really thin kind of line there. That's probably thinner than what I would go, but just an example for you guys. So yeah, how is everyone today? Anyway, so yeah, when I do these little parts, sometimes they aren't always perfect, so I have to zoom in and like clean them up with the eraser, which you'll see. You can turn the canvas around if you find, it's just like when I'm drawing, so I turn the canvas around depending what's comfortable or not. And see, there's a little tiny little speck down there, and that annoys me, so I'm gonna go in there and just erase a little tiny bit. Voila, it is perfect now. Not really. Anyway, and that is far from perfect, so I'm gonna zoom, 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 zoom. And you get faster at it the more that you do it, but just really take your time. If you're having trouble with line art, the best thing to do is just take your time and go at your own pace. I know like a lot of artists have said this, but I used to hate doing line art, and I probably still do if it's on paper. But now I find it like kind of relaxing to do. So the tops of his toes. And that kind of snagged on something. Oh, and I've got a lot of questions about my little glove that I wear. So this one came with my light box, but you can get them on Amazon or eBay for about $4, I think. Just really cheap, especially if you're poor. I wiped my screen earlier and it's got like residue. There we go. So yeah, my glove. You can get them on Amazon or eBay for around $4 if you're a poor, starving artist like me. And what they do is they help to, like, so your hand glides easier across the screen. And yeah, or I also use them for traditional art, which a lot of people don't. I think that's just a me thing. And when I use them for traditional art, it's more so that I don't smudge the pencil, even though I'm spraying it, like especially with like darker colours like the Dahlia purple and all like red pigment colours. Red pigment tends to make a mess. So I try, see, like, I don't like the end of that. Look at this. That's not a nice line. So what you can do here is neaten that bit up and use the eraser to just chop off the bit that you don't like. And I use full pressure there, so I gotta match it. Yeah, and that went pretty well, so it lined up there. I haven't done an unscripted video, like real-time tutorial and all, so bear with me. Sorry if my voice gets really quiet, it's actually the microphone. I tried to turn it right up this time because I know that last time when I did that blending, was it the blending tutorial? No, when I did the galaxy tutorial it was like super quiet, and I apologize for that. Oh no, why am I on eraser? So sometimes I forget to change back, so don't forget to change back from your eraser to your brush. And I will be posting a tutorial of how I do the base colors next. If this goes for too long, I'm just gonna break it up into 2 videos and post it next week. So that's something that you've got to look forward to then. And I think this foot is slightly thicker on the toenails, but that's alright. I was like having trouble with the lighting, so I'm sorry if it's a bit dark, because I turned the big overhead light on. It was reflecting really badly on the oh, if you want to undo, so see I went like that and I went into my line art without realizing that it wasn't on the paintbrush. You can double tap with both fingers on the screen and it will undo what you've just done. Wish I could do that with pencils sometimes. And I've just noticed that this line has a tiny little bump there, so I'm just going to go in and get rid of that. What are you doing? Sometimes the little bits around here can be a little bit finicky, and that's okay. You just gotta spend a little bit of extra time on them to make them nice. So yeah, I just erase these little bits. I am really lazy when it comes to like learning how to do new stuff. I got a sticky fingerprint on there, sorry. I use my glove to wipe stuff sometimes. What was I saying? Yeah, I get really lazy with like how I do stuff. Like I just don't understand what a lot of artists do, so I work out my own way to do it because their way confuses me. So I hope that you guys can understand this. Why have I done a thick line there? Oh, they were meant to be thick lines. My bad. Here we go. That explains a lot. Okay, we good. So I just got the tail. I'm glad I didn't like do this whole thing because the head took quite a while to do. No, it's thicker than that. Sometimes you just gotta change the way that you approach it if a line is like not comfortable with your hand. And you can always hit undo. There we go. He's got the little tail. And I'm gonna do his arms, but I think... No, that's right, okay. Don't mind me, I'm thinking out loud. That was pretty good. And I'm not the most experienced person at line art. This is just my simple way of doing it, okay? I haven't been making digital art for anywhere near as long as I've been making pencil art and drawings and so on. I keep hitting that, keep hitting my microphone with my pen because I have to have it sitting really close to me. No. That's a yucky line. Alright. Doing the hand. Doing the hand. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. More like this? Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that kind of should be, I don't know. let's just see how this goes. That worked, kind of. Should've done it like this. Reds, angels. I'm getting messages. That's my boyfriend, Mr. Fart Squirrel. Don't judge me. We're weird. I think I'm Professor Booplesnoot on his. Now all of YouTube knows our secrets. Okay. Don't like it. Hey. Is that the right thickness though? It is acceptable. Okay. There we go. That is a claw. We call that a claw. This is a claw. So that is how you do a line art. And I will deselect my sketchies, and now I can see that there's a little gap there. Oh no! Okay, I think we're good. Are we good? We're good? We like it? See the line art. Doo-doo! All done. Okay, so I think that's the end of the line art tutorial. I don't know why I'm still doing that. It's for effect. So thank you for watching, Little Candy Gamer. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Little Candy Gamer.